There's 100 tiny monsters jumping right into your jammies. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to call the police.
No, you don't need to do anything.
What? Why?
Because God is bigger than the boogeyman. He's bigger than Godzilla or the monsters on TV.
Emergency reach service.
Bigger than the boogeyman, and he's watching out for you and me. Get it?
Well, well, no.
Hello YouTube, ready for your daily dose of chaotic disasters? You should be, because here's Dr. Chimera with another spoonful. Today we're looking at number 20, couple plants. Now of course this could refer to vegetation. It could be a dating sim about plants or vegetables. Or it could be about a pair of warring factories. Who knows? Let's find out. Oh, couple plants. So I think this is the Bejeweled ripoff I'm waiting for, or something similar, where you have to couple, so you put together plants. Let's give it a shot. Okay. Oh, I see. So I thought that I would be moving them, but what I'm actually doing is you select one, and it starts to blink, and then you select the other, and then they explode. Well, it's a premise. Okay, it doesn't like that. For some reason. Do they have to have no obstruction between them? It's not letting me, like, put that one away. Yeah, I think there has to be a clear path between them. Let's see if it needs to be a straight line. No, as long as it can get there. Well, this is unusual, but not exactly unwelcome. I mean, it's unique. Oh.
Say what?
That one different. I guess that one doesn't look up there. I mean, I wouldn't be too irritated if this was a mini game in a wider game. And I do admit the designs of some of these vegetables are just flat out charming. I can't work out what some of them are supposed to be. Here's the world famous eggplant. Bust in as usual. Okay, yeah, so you can't do diagonals. Let's see.
Hurry up!
Where's so the corn's there, can't do that. I can get rid of this fella. This grumpy little grandma bidden sack. Not sure what that is. Can I shoot all the way to this banana down here? No, it doesn't like that for whatever reason. This guy is probably my favourite, this demented tangerine. This could... Okay, those two don't go together apparently. These two? Yeah, so it seems like they have multiple pairs that can only go together with each other, even though they have identical graphics. It's quite strange. Or maybe there's some limitation to how they can interact. Doesn't seem to be though. I mean, let's see if this works, if it will go through several turns. Yes, it won't go through several turns. Goodbye to Tangerine. Let's see. So if these two work, I'm quite enjoying this. I mean, it's really weird, but that does not a bad game make. I mean, possibly the greatest video gaming series of all time, Super Mario, was weird as hell. I'm gonna sneeze now.
Disgusting!
Oh, dear me. Say bless you in the chat. Okay, so that's one stage done. I'm curious to see if it can get more difficult. Or it may just go, you've done it! That was stage 2, time stays the same. Which would be the obvious way to increase difficulty. Some of the rules remain a little unclear, like why sometimes when you match up a pair, they just don't want to do it, they just do the... Let's see. Are there any other linked up? Now, I was going to say in the previous one, I wonder if it's programmed well enough that you don't end up with impossible scenarios. I think I'm in one right now, but someone watching this on a larger screen will probably be able to see a pair immediately. Yeah. So, a lot of games suffer in this collection.
I feel like I'm gonna explode here!
That was weird. So I selected those, it kept going no, no, no. And then they just blew up anyway. Weird. Anyway, a lot of games in the collection do suffer because of the small screen, which sadly there's not really anything you can do about that. This isn't really one of them, aside from the visibility issue. But things like Domain War, Raiden really suffered from that. I'm just a bit stuck here, aren't I?
Well, we're waiting.
Oh, dearie me, I think this might be impossible. I really want to know how I made one explode without them having a clear path to each other. I have a feeling that the randomization is just not good enough. And I have ended up in an impossible situation. But I will use my full 5 minutes unless I get bored. What? It goes around the edge? Okay, that's good to know. So the little orange bit around the sort of frame that looks purely decorative, that counts. I mean, I'm lucky that I just had one that randomly exploded. Otherwise, I never ever would have guessed that.
I'm so sorry. See, I saw suffer from short-term memory loss.
Well, that opens up a whole new world of possibilities. Let's see. Theoretically, that one should be able to connect. Yeah, so, you know, theoretically it should be able to shoot around the entire side and get that, but it doesn't want to. So what exactly the rules are remains unclear.
Has the whole world gone crazy?
I mean, I know I'm saying this about a game about emoji vegetables lasering each other, but it remains quite confusing.
Am I the only one around here who gives a shit about the rules?
Perhaps it's the case that they can't go around the top? They can only go around the side? Stop that. There we go. Wanted to stop me from doing that for some reason. The little doing is going to cause me to have a migraine in a minute because it is very insulting. Why do you not want to do that one?
I'm losing my patience.
It's... See, if it was clear, if the rules were laid out for you much more clearly. See, why does that one work, but it's not willing to do the cauliflower to cauliflower? See, it makes no sense.
Fuck this game! Fuck you!
If the rules were laid out more clearly and it was more consistent, this would actually be a good game. As it is, couple plants is couple pants. But in terms of gameplay, its biggest hindrance is the fact that it doesn't really work. The concept in and of itself is fine.
That doesn't make any sense.
I absolutely love the little plant emoji people. Some of those are designed very well. They've all got a lot of personality, which they didn't really need to put into this. So, gameplay-wise, I'm going to have to sadly, with regret, give it a 7 out of 10. And it would be higher if the rules were clear, if you could do what your instincts tell you to. In terms of weirdness, if this was a thing that was actually happening in front of you, you would be really confused. But in terms of video game, connect the dots, Bejeweled style gameplay, it's not that strange. So we're looking at a 6 out of 10. In terms of name accuracy, well, it's actually shockingly accurate. I assumed it was going to be one of those really weird ones where the name doesn't make any sense and can't be connected. It's just like a poorly translated thing, but it makes perfect sense. So we're going for an 8 out of 10. Just because it could be slightly clearer. On to the next page then, we've got Flying Bullet. Give Me Water, which immediately got a chuckle out of me. Snowball. I had a cat named Snowball. He died. Disappear Boxes, which has a very boring sounding name. And Catch Chicken, which sounds like an insult. Hey, catch chicken! But that's that for today. See you tomorrow for Flying Bullet.
Yeah!